did that split, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end
DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
The winner here gets a ticket to Tampa. The loser stays home, and we are underway in the AFC Championship game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
We'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 18 more yards there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Edwards now on first and 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards, and he gets it down to the 32. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
28-yard line.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. Down right around the 25. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Ravens 7, Broncos nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. On the carry. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
A 3-yard
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Block working out of the gun. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Second and 9 now from the 21. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Ravens 7, Broncos nothing.
Now it's second and 9. From the gun, a run for Hill. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
Ball carrier, Bradley Chubb on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Locke will try again on second down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Broncos.
On first down, Locke. Escaping the pressure right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second and 6. They'll run with Hill. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the...
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens 1st down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. A run for Hill. Jackson, option right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you've got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Now the Broncos are going to call the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Edwards. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier tackled at the 25-yard line.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. folks, as we've done all year. We'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. On second down, it's Edwards. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on first down. Edwards. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Edwards. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 40's the line. Squeeze. Get up.
Now Jackson. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now here's Hill, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Broncos.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
The tuck roll, didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82. And the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check cross, check cross, check cross. 40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Operating from the gun. Lock. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The 48-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Edwards. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Hill one more time. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Let's get it together.
That's out to the left and complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now Locke, he lost the football, it's out. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down, now here's 2nd down.
We got 3, folks, we got 3. Big Ed, 66.
From the gun, Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ballgame. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
Ronald Blair on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. The 20. It's complete to Brown, right side. That one good for 26 and a first down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability that Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jackson. Dancing to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Now Gordon on 1st down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of
Now,
6.
Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Denver.
Operating from the gun. Lock. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Pass.
11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
A gain of 11.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos.
To Noah Fant.
Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed wanted the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Edwards. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Hill. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Going again on the ground here with Hill. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. That'll be well short of what he needed. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Tucker's kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, 75 yards, and the Broncos cut into that lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home just yet, but trying to polish things off here as they start 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Ravens. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Squeeze. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
To throw again. Lock. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, Locke. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
After the turnover, here's Locke. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time, and now it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Cortland Sutton. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th down.
A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it. One final try for Locke. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone.